East Point police are asking for your help in finding a man accused in a murder carjacking. Take a look at this picture. This is 26-year-old Ronald White. Two other suspects have already been arrested in connection to that shooting. My East Point news reporter Olivia Laborde spoke to police and has more on this case. Olivia?
Yes, police have been looking for White since September. That's when a young father was shot and killed during a carjacking in East Point. These are surveillance pictures taken from a gas station the night of the shooting. Police say White, his teenage brother, and another man, Luther Osbrooks, shot and killed Tariq Matthews as they were trying to steal the car he was in. After shooting the man, they took the car and set it on fire, according to police. The gas station in these pictures, that's where police say they bought the gas to set the car on fire.
We always strive to make sure that we bring justice and closure to each family in a situation like this, because essentially he was a passenger of the car. He and the owner were complying with their orders, but you took it a step further by firing a shot and killing this man. For what?
You might remember White's mother turned in his teenage brother after the shooting. The other suspect was also arrested quickly. Police say do not try to approach White. He's considered dangerous. If you have any information, call police. For my East Point News, I'm Olivia Laborde.
All right, and I know we have his picture on our Facebook page.